Thank you to all of my patrons, especially my precious pets. Creek, Michelle, Hybrid Sisters, Toka, Nikki Pele, Ann Adventure, Ciandre, Lucy Scott Rushton, and Sophie D. Bunny. Like and subscribe if you enjoy.
No, I do not. I understand. Honor, the future of the kingdom, whatever birthright bullshit you want to throw at me. But that doesn't mean that I want to be wed to some pompous princess who only cares for being married to a prince and not married to me. I'm not one for feelings or special connections, but surely you of all people know that the future queen of this kingdom needs to be half competent. Someone with a good education, who knows the basics of running a kingdom, and raising the future king or queen. Fine. Whatever you say, father. Now can you leave so I can read through these myself?
Ah, what good timing. Appearing just as my father leaves. Come on in. We both know I only bite when you beg me to. Aw, don't be sour. Did you just come by to cheer me up? Or were you sneaking around just so that you could eavesdrop? Or are you actually here to do your job for once? Go on, get on your knees and clean. I think I saw a bit of dust right under my desk. I'm allowed a bit of fun, especially after the conversation I just had with his royal pain in the ass. And don't give me that look. I'm allowed to talk shit. He's my dad. But the man cannot just... Look at this. Look at all these letters. All from princesses, nobles, any woman of high enough status. Just dozens of them talking about how they're qualified to be my future wife. Talking about how they were raised, having good childbearing hips and all this bullshit. None of them, not one, mentions the actual things that a future queen needs. Not good family breeding, or being able to sew or play certain instruments. If I have a future queen, I want them to be able to run the kingdom by my side, to aid me, and to most importantly, raise the next generation of this kingdom. Well, I don't want to marry a total stuck-up. She's got to be fun as well and join in sometimes. I'm not going to marry a total prune. That would be boring. I need someone fun. Someone who values the same things as me. Or at least is open to the idea of having a little fun. Come on. You wouldn't want to be married to a total bore, would you? Some focused on being a brainless bimbo. I want someone who can think and have a little fun. It's what every good marriage should have. Well, what I think a good marriage should have. And I am a prince, so therefore I am right. Right, little maid? Ouch. You know I could have your head for saying something like that. Although, I'd much rather put your head to better use. What? I mean, talking to you. You really should stop reading those books of yours if they're giving you such naughty thoughts. I should be the one reading them instead. To save your mind, of course. I can read them to ensure that they are suitable for a young, respectable lady like yourself. Such is the duty of the future king, protecting all the pretty young maidens from any harm. And I guess the other subjects of this kingdom too. Ugh, fine. It's not like I have the time to read anything other than all these women's love letters to me, if you can even call them that. Really, just listen. Ahem. Dear Prince, I write this letter as I believe I will make an excellent bride and future queen. I can knit, and embroider, and I know how to on and on. None of them talk of actual ways that can help me run a kingdom, just a list of their hobbies and family breeding. At this point, I'm coming to believe finding a suitable bride will be harder than actually being king, and I need the bride in order to do that. Perhaps I should just marry a commoner and hope that they're willing to be taught all they need to know. Speaking of commoners, are you wed yet? I know your family were stripped of their titles and everything, but surely a woman as pleasant looking as yourself would have found a husband, or had your family find a husband for you. Really? I figured they'd find some way to get you married to a nice noble man, or at least a wealthy commoner. With all due respect, their schemes got them out of banishment, so it wouldn't surprise me if they managed to find you a suitable match. Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me you're holding out for a love match. Reading too many of those books really has gone to your head. Really? A love match? I think we both know those things aren't possible for people like us. Well, especially me. Do you know how hard it is to actually fall in love with a princess or noble? Besides, if you did fall in love, the chances they are someone of suitable status is extremely low. Good. But I am still surprised that you've not been married off yet. You might not have a status, but you are from a good family breeding. Actually... Interesting. You're not too bad to look at either. You put up with all my jokes. You're not promised to anyone. How about you just marry me? Get the whole thing over with. Solve both of our problems at once. What are you laughing for? I'm being serious. Come on. You read books. I've seen you do smart things once or twice. Plus, you would become a queen. Any other lady in your position would jump at the offer. Don't make me beg. Come on. I want to be king. You probably want a good title and a simple life. You'd be able to attend balls right by my side. You'll wear dresses much nicer than the one you've got on right now. Although, as my bride, you might not be wearing those dresses for long around me. I'm serious. Come on. This works out great for both of us. I get to become king with a queen by my side. You get a husband and a stable future. Unless you dare try to betray me. But I know that you're far too smart to do that. Come on. Don't you want to be queen? Show that you can do your own scheming without your parents. Rule over a country. Finally take control of your own future. Would be cleaning cobwebs. Instead, you could be running the place. Can't you just see it? You by my side, in a nice royal dress, aiding me in leading this country into a better era. You'd never have to worry about your family finances again. For all I care, you could throw them in the dungeon, banish them, or just keep them in a wing of the castle, far away from us. You'd go from noble to maid to queen. It'll be a story for the ages. You may even have a book written about your life when we are both long gone. A legacy that will surpass us and our children and their children's children. Wouldn't you want that? To become a character in those books you love to read? Better yet, to be mine. Oh, you're no fun sometimes. A little teasing never hurt anyone. But I am being honest. Being married to you seems the easiest and best way for me to become king. It would save the hassle of endless meetings with eager mothers and their daughters who only want to become connected to the throne. You could skip the queue. Come right beside me on your own throne. Or, if you'd prefer, you could sit on my lap instead. Fine, whatever you say, little maid. But just know, I'll be waiting for the day you finally say yes. But the offer only stands for as long as I don't have a wife. So there is a tiny time limit. Better make up your mind quick before someone else snatches me up. Now, what were you supposed to be doing? Ah, right. I think I saw a little cobweb under my desk. How about you go down there and clean it for me, like the good, obedient maid you are?